Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Jason White. This is Jason's Weird Reads, and today I'm going to be doing a short video, hopefully, to tell you guys about a story of mine that's in this awesome new anthology. It's called Lurking in the Dark, and it is compiled and edited by our own Regina from Regina's Haunted Reads. So go check out her channel. This is a booktube anthology, a horror booktube anthology. So there's a whole bunch of horror booktubers in this anthology, and I just want to take a quick moment to tell everyone a story about how I came to write my story within this anthology, which is Horror at Dyer's Grove. Now, there was an interesting thing that happened while I was at least how I got the idea. I'm obsessed with how authors get ideas for their stories. I'm always asking authors when I'm interviewing them, and I like talking about, at least when I remember, how one of my own stories came to be. So I had this idea that I was going to write a story about a booktuber or a YouTuber, not a booktuber, a YouTuber who investigates haunted houses and whatnot. And in one of the haunted houses, they find some monster. And he was live streaming it while that happened, but I discarded that idea to come up with Horror at Dyer's Grove. Now, what was going on was something kind of interesting. I had decided to, now, not everyone is probably going to like this, and I understand, but I decided to try microdosing psilocybin, which is magic mushrooms. So basically, if you don't know what that is, you take a very small dose of magic mushrooms, and I found a source that was actually very easy to find. And like I said, you take a very small dose. You're not supposed to feel anything from it, and you do this like once every 2 or 3 days on a regular schedule, and it's supposed to help you feel better, happier, I guess. And so I thought I'd give it a go instead of going on medication for, using antidepressants. And so the first time I used a psilocybin microdose, I actually did feel it a little bit. I didn't hallucinate or anything. So what I ended up doing is I came up into this office here, and I was going through my books, and I was thinking about the story I had to start writing for this anthology. Because Regina, she sent out, invites, and I got mine in the email, and I was thinking, what story should I write? And like I said, I came up with that other idea, but I instead decided to go with what came when I came up here. I wasn't even thinking about the story that I ended up writing, but I wasn't happy with the story that I had an idea for. I just didn't feel confident in writing that one just yet. I still might write it, but I wanted to write something else. So I started thinking about other ideas while I was going through my books here. And next thing I knew, like I said, I was feeling the psilocybin a bit. I just felt a little buzz, just a little bit of like a bzzz in my head. And next thing I knew, I was on the floor over here, sitting, going through my cell phone and listening to Metallica songs. And I was listening to, what's it called? Dyer's Eve on the And Justice for All album. And suddenly the story that I ended up writing just started smacking me in the brain. And I got pretty much everything in the whole story in one giant download almost. And I was like, this is the story I have to write for this anthology. And so it's kind of a silly story. I'm not using the psilocybin anymore. I decided actually to scrap that idea because it feels like cheating. If you're trying to make yourself mentally sound, using what could be considered illicit drugs is probably not the answer. But if you know me at all, you know that I'm willing to try different things to see. I'm always experimenting with things, and so that was a fun little experiment, and I got a short story out of it. And so I hope you like it. The story itself, I don't want to go too far into it, but Clarice is the main character. She's a young teenager, and her father and her brother and her are friends with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's dad. and they've all just returned from a hunting trip. And it's apparent that they brought maybe something back with them that they're unwilling to talk about, but they're all excited. And of course, because Joey, Clarissa's boyfriend, was on this hunting expedition, he wants to show her what they brought back. And what they brought back has something else coming for it. So that's why I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, there's a lot of other booktubers. I'm going to be doing another video for this, hopefully, once I get my, I'm going to get a physical copy of this book, and I was hoping to do a sample reading from it if everyone's interested in that. So definitely go check out Lurking in the Dark. You can find it at Amazon. You can get it so it can lurk in your Amazon Kindle or in your shelves. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Keep being safe and keep being creative, and I'll catch you guys in the next bookish video.